Oh. Viewers, the players are assembled at tonight's round table. It is time to banish another player. Will we finally see a traitor leave the game, or will heartbreak and sorrow once again fill the souls of the faithful? Players, it is time for your round table. So far, the faithful have not been able to catch a traitor. But remember, faithful, the round table is your time to shine. We are past the halfway point of the game now. Your chances are dwindling. Is destiny, fate, and chance solely on the side of the traitors, or will the faithful shoot to kill? Your round table is open. Players, the floor is yours.
So, hey, I don't want to take lead or nothing, but let's just address the elephant in the room. The names that everybody seems to be hearing, at least from my conversations, is Alex and Shannon. So, like, what's up?
Shannon, do you want to speak first or would you like me to?
You're still muted, Shannon.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. I think that anyone who is suspecting me tonight, I don't honestly blame you. My last couple of rounds, I understand how we got to this point. All I could do this round to help the team, to help the faithfuls, was make myself look at the least suspicious as possible to stop you guys from making a mistake. I am a faithful. I know I've been playing wild, but I'm trying to get to the bottom of this with like every fiber of my being. I have never been in a game where I have been just so utterly wrong. And so it has taken a little of the wind out of my sails. I really hope to come to this table and not necessarily accuse and point fingers like my last two times, but to listen to y'all and vote based on what I'm hearing and feeling. Oh, I have one last thing to say. I'm sorry. If I was a traitor, I don't think you'd ever catch me being so wrong and loud, because the traitors know who are the traitors and who are the faithfuls with certainty. So I would not sit here and be like, it's Stick, it's Tina, and then knowing that's going to get exposed very shortly. Like, I just don't think I would push so hardly knowing I'm about to be proven wrong twice in a row. Whenever you'd like, Shannon. I'm done now.
Not to be the devil's advocate here, but you haven't really been the one vocally pushing. You've just been kind of jumping on the wagon trains. And as a trader, you would want people that aren't a trader to be eliminated. So not
That's fair. I was the first one to bring up Stick's name. I was the first one to bring up Stick's name is the thing. Not Tina's, you're right.
I don't remember who was the first person to bring up Stick's name.
It was okay. It was me, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Am I good?
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Shannon.
Yeah, no problem. I'm sorry. I'm probably a little choppy. I mean, not a whole lot has happened since yesterday. So for me to keep defending myself seems just redundant. But I did have a chat with Ron today, and I will agree that I've been playing this game with blinders on because I was so convinced of Anthony that I was willing to just go after Anthony. Yesterday, my vote for Tina was strictly because I was the other name I heard. In fact, it was told to me that it's either you or Tina. So I voted for Tina because it was going to come down to one or two votes, one way or the other. But I was very vocal about Anthony, and I still am floored by the fact that he was murdered because I really, really thought he was a traitor. So I'm taking my blinders off. Everybody is guilty until proven innocent at this point. So I honestly, I hate to say it, like Ron's theory was fantastic that he gave yesterday. It does apply to anyone who held a shield, not just me. I was vocal about it because I was vocal before I even went to get it. Because I was like, well, I only have two things on this list, guys. Sorry, I'm going to go grab the socks, because I didn't want to be that person who's like, oh, they're looking out for themselves. They're going to get the shield. I would have got an item for money had I had another item. So it was an opportunity in that sense. Yeah, and let's be real. If I didn't have to go try and find a matching pair of socks, I probably wouldn't have. We had very little time. So regardless, everybody's gonna, talk amongst yourselves, but there's two other people holding shield yesterday. and Ron's theory voted well. So the other two people with shields were Alex and Ron. I fell for the Tara and Ryan trap of telling me that they had shields. So I actually thought that I had proof that I was a faithful when the murder didn't go through. I was like, oh, I knew for a fact 4 people were faithful at that point because 4 people in the room knew for a fact that I had a shield and one of the 3 of us was targeted. So it didn't end up happening because one of the 3 people with shields in that room was the only one actually that had a shield. So sorry, it's a little all over the place, but I'm faithful. If it's going to come down to it, we'll find out later tonight. And I'm sure it's going to be you or me, Alex. I don't know. I don't know who else there is. We haven't really talked about anybody else that's been our names. So that's all.
Anybody else have anything to say?
I don't think either are traitors, to be honest. Is it okay if I bring up a third name? I don't want to cause too much scatter. We want to continue the
Do what you gotta do, man.
Alex
No one
and
else
Shannon
seems to wanna
stuff.
talk.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unless someone
So-
else says no, go for it.
I am not necessarily saying we should go after this person tonight because I know this blew up in my face the last time, but there's one person who has been extremely quiet at all the roundtables thus far, who I am suspicious of for the reasons that Ryan said about Alex. It's Tara. I just wanted to bring it up that you are a bit suspicious to me. And
Okay.
if maybe that's for other people too. I don't know if anyone wants to agree with that or not, but Tara, I just wanted to give you a chance to kind of like talk about your strategy.
Yeah, for sure. And I appreciate it because I had heard you'd been saying my name and was in a room with you a few times, hoping you'd say it to my face, and you didn't. So
Publicly. We're there for 20 minutes. I'm not gonna sit there for 20 minutes and have that conversation.
yeah, no, I'm not cool. Bring out my name. I think it's a mistake to veer away again. I'm 100% faithful, and I think that will be a colossal error to move away from 2 very strong possibilities that we've been considering. Like, and I've been going back and forth between the 2, and I think I am gonna go Alex tonight. I think it's been, I love you, but it's been 2 times in a row where you've been on the table and then we've moved away from that, and I've been wrong 2 times in a row, and I don't want to do that. I realize though I'm not defending myself when I say that. So no, I was gonna speak up tonight at the round table because I've been thinking to myself, I'm like, it's a matter of time before I get the "you're too quiet" edit. And so I need to say something quickly. So thanks for giving me the floor too. I feel like if I was a traitor, I would have a little more handle on what's going on. But so far, I've been just completely wrong and dedicated to trying to figure this out. So
Traitors' vote would be wrong.
Yeah.
Unless they're voting out another traitor, it's always going to be wrong.
yeah,
That's the problem with this game is that it favors the traitors no matter what.
yeah.
There's more of us. Faithful.
Yeah.
That's
We're
our
uninformed.
advantage.
The
We
traitors
have the
know
numbers
everything.
advantage,
Yeah.
Not the information advantage,
not the
Exactly.
brain power.
not the brain power.
So just to poll the room, is it for sure between Alex and Shannon? I'm not gonna waste any votes if
That's what I've been hearing all day. I mean, unless I'm being tricked again 2 nights in a row, those are the 2 names I've heard every single room I've been in. Just being honest, Alex. Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
And sorry to Shannon too. I was
No
your
reason
biggest
to
advocate
apologize.
last night. I'm just being
Love-
honest with everybody.
Love to hear what other people think, but yeah.
As soon as you go into a room and you don't hear any names, you know it's you. So it's
Oh,
not
for
like,
sure, for sure.
Yeah. it's not surprising whatsoever. And like Tara is the only one that actually reached out to me today to talk, but I had told her that I was going to be
That's
on-
not true.
I reached out as
accepted
well.
your friend
Ryan, you did
request
too.
and I have
I
sent
did
you.
as well.
I think you might have
No,
just
I mean
been busy.
I had mentioned to her yesterday that I was going to be on the road so that I might speak like talking
Well,
would
the
be minimal.
obvious fact
And I
you're in
think
the car tonight explains why you didn't get back to me. So I'm not
exactly.
putting that against you at all.
I did. It's sitting there waiting and pending. I just lost my Wi-Fi when I was in
Okay.
the, truck stop.
Fair
But
enough. You're
did
on the
try.
road tonight. It makes sense.
Jess or Ron, do you have anything?
I came in tonight with hearing two names, Alex and Shannon. And I think through the conversations that we've had, like Tara's was the third option that came up. It felt like coming into tonight there was a strong candidate, but now after all these conversations, I have no idea where people's heads are at. I feel like there's reasons. It's weird. I know we're halfway into the game, but it still feels like there's no concrete evidence for anybody. I don't know if we'll ever get concrete evidence for anybody. Right. So we're all kind of just operating under, a little bit of hunches. And so it's like, do we, pick on Alex because of the, I don't know, Anthony thing? Do we pick on Tara because she's quiet? Do we pick on Shannon because of, whatever the shield thing or whatever the reason is? And it's like, pick which one matters to you most. And I don't know which one matters to me most at the moment. So that's where I'm kind of standing.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest too. I don't mean to cut you off if you had more. Sorry. I was going into the night like, look, it's still Alex. Like, shit's not cool. And then with Anthony being the murder, it blew my world up because we were the only two that voted for him. Why would he murder one of us? That'd be an instant target on his back. So I'm in your camp too, Jessica. Like I came into tonight with a clear plan and now I have no clue.
Yeah.
And like I had a group of people, we had a plan, and I don't even know if that's the plan anymore from conversations the last couple of minutes.
Who was the group?
Oh, I'm not gonna disclose that. Come on,
no. I mean,
there's more than one group. I don't want to,
You said the group. I didn't say the group. Yeah. Sorry, Shannon. Go ahead.
Yeah, just a heads up. I'm about to go over the border, so I need to mute this chat.
Oh no!
But I will be back as soon as. There's not a long line. There's like 3 cars ahead of me.
Okay. We got to be close to the time limit now.
Are you ready to vote?
I'm not ready to vote at all. I'm just saying we got to be close to the time limit.
There's still one person we also have not heard from yet.
Who's that?
Ron.
It would be Ron. Yeah. I didn't want to be the one to name him.
Yeah, no, I'm between two people. The rest with everyone. But I'm trying to piece it around this Anthony murder. And thinking about the Anthony murder, unfortunately, is confusing me a lot more because I think either there's a traitor who we're not talking about who went that route to try and pin it on somebody else, or the traitor who Anthony were going after, they went after him first and thought, oh, well, we can blame it on somebody else that was blaming it on us and trying to do a double bluff. I have to say I think I'm going to stick with one of those two names, unfortunately, this time, just to see if there's something that can be done, because if not, then the next round
is it the name you spoke with me earlier?
Sorry?
Is it the name you spoke to me earlier? Or is it the other one?
I'm thinking it's the name I spoke to you earlier.
Okay.
Yeah. But
interesting.
If that doesn't if that goes the wayside, I fully expect to be murdered in the next round. and it's fine.
Unless you got one of them shields, best of luck to you, brother.
Unless, right? So yeah, I'm thinking I got to stay consistent with where my head's at this point, even though there's a little bit of suspicion, be honest with all of you, but
Yes, there
not,
should be. There should be.
and especially because somebody just decided to throw my name randomly out there tonight. So I have no idea why
It's not
that's
random.
coming up
He
and
owned up to it.
happening
I just saw
because
him raise his hand.
yeah, no, he
He'll own up
admitted
to it.
it, but it's very odd because all of a sudden he's saying that, and it's like, well, why would you delineate from the other messages that you've been saying to me about who you think it is?
Well, I'm not gonna tell you I think you're the traitor. I mean, you know, but also like so. The reason I kind of switched to you a little bit was because of your closeness, my perception of your closeness to Tara. Whether you're close or not, I don't know for sure. But my perception was that you two were close. That's why.
So when you told me who you thought the traitors were, and I won't say who they were, that's between you and I, you were lying.
Players. The time for talking
Let's
has
talk after, because
passed. It is now a time of action. Please mute. Please write down the name of the player you think is a traitor that you want to banish from the game.
Bill, so sorry. Can I give my votes after Shannon?
I've got my order of how it's going. But due to the car issue, I am going to ask Shannon to go first, and then I'll follow the order that I had for tonight. So, Shannon, please unmute. Hopefully, you're there. Perfect. Are you able to tell us, or have you been pulled over by the border? Oh, there we go. I can sort of hear you.
Turn my
Oh, there we go. No, we can't hear you. So could you please write in the chat, maybe? And I can share. You're
She
able to
left the
write in
Zoom.
chat. Okay. We're just gonna hold off and we'll see what happens. Please stay on mute, everybody, and of course, no talking to each other, please. I do appreciate it, and hopefully your arms don't get too tired and she comes back on. And we will pick this up in a second.